I'm going to expose Crusader of Cuck for the two-faced snake that he is. You see, this individual is so pathetic. He can't have women in his life, so he gets guys cosplaying as them. And yeah, that's why his Discord has more ladyboys than Taiwan in it. Now, I'm going to say this real simple. There's two genders, and they're assigned at birth unless you're hermaphrodite, and that's like less than 1% of the population. Other than that, all you people who sit there and identify as transgender need to go see a therapist and stop making your issues the world's issues. And I'll drop the mic on that issue. Now, back to Crusader of Cuck. Well, let's go ahead and sit here and see what he has to say about me and about the situation in my Discord, and then I'm going to provide you guys the truth of what happened.
I saw a discussion was going on between Lord of the Robe and another user on the server. I had seen that they were getting unfairly treated and kept getting called slurs. Now, I'm against just using derogatory terms against people just because you don't agree with them. That's not a good way to...
It's funny, he says that, and then he literally has a retarded person in his thumbnail with cry divers above it. He's implying cry divers are retarded. So all the people here that supported him, that said I was full of shit, I'm just schizo, that they try to reason with me, he called you all retarded. Holy shit, you can't make this shit up. And no, that picture is the definition of a retarded person. A deformed human being drooling from the mouth. Yeah. But now moving on to what happened in the fucking group chat or my Discord. You see, I was sitting there saying Odo was a sellout because he told people not to protest the game, which would get results. He told people not to review bomb because that would get results. And Kashmir came in defending him, saying, well, no, he doesn't want people to protest the game because that would affect his finances. Except the definition of a sellout is somebody who betrays their morals, responsibilities, or better yet, the trust people have in them for financial gain. So they described him as a sellout, but then said they weren't. And Crusader of Cuck came in, and this is before I even called him retarded, and he sat there and goes, well, would I be a sellout if I sat there and said, I wanted to monetize my vids? And I said, yeah, if you're going to manipulate your audience, which he does. And then it goes on. I called Kashmir. I'm like, you're acting just like Thumper. You're sitting there giving emotional arguments instead of providing facts and documentation or supporting evidence. And this is what he whispered to Mob, which is Crusader, by the way. Does he know? Probably not. They know personal information about one another. Yet again, Crusader wants to act like this was a random person he saw being bullied, when the reality was, it was his pocket pussy. And here you go. You see Kashmir's just trolling me as Mob, or Crusader, I should say, is defending the CCP. I never said the CCP wants 30K Helldivers turned. What I said was, Tencent is using CCP propaganda tactics like controlled opposition, which is what Odo is. And instead, he took what I said and turned it into that, which is a red herring argument. And when he gets called out on it, well, he doubles down and defends China. Again, my country is a surveillance state because, look, I provided 3 forms of evidence. I sent an article from an Asian-oriented site that described the CCP tactics that they use, the propaganda tactics they use, and how Tencent enforces it. I sent a video showing how Tencent and BlackRock are buying up YouTubers. And I sent a link from The Guardian showing how China censors literally every video game. And this was his response. My country's a failed state, and it censors nearly everything. Again, he's trying to downplay China by using his own country as an example. That is defending them. And then look, he even let me just go ahead and play this part.
If you want to say debate or argue, I'm for fair arguments using valid statements and points, not resorting to just saying words on a screen.
Yeah, here he is just saying words on the screen, rejecting my evidence and just saying words. If I was defending China, I'd post 100, but he don't post any supporting evidence. And he does this the entire fucking time, all to defend his pocket pussy. You know, we're going to go fast because I don't want this video to be too long. So, yeah, here's him defending, again, China by sitting there saying, well, you know, my country's just as bad, right? Right? Downplaying China and the CCP and Tencent. Then he says, and Kashmir's just being retarded, being like, prisons aren't nice places. Yeah, you're right about how fucking A. This is why I called Kashmir retarded. And that's why Crusader of Cucks got mad, because I insulted his pussy. It was never about defending somebody, some random person, him being a good person. No, it was him being ignorant, stupid, and choosing to be retarded and ignoring facts and evidence to protect his pussy. All for personal reasons. He is a classic act of narcissism. He can't be wrong. Oh no, he can't be wrong at all. And then when I actually start telling him like, dude, you're not even looking at my facts or information, he deflects. He creates red herring arguments. He does ad hominem attacks. And then look, I see your evidence. It does make sense, but I don't know why they care about helldivers. The point wasn't about helldivers. It's about how they're manipulating helldivers. And yes, the CCP does get funding from Tencent. They're the 7th largest company in the world, and it's communist China. Do you really think a communist country is going to sit there and be like, yeah, you know what, free market, go ahead? No, they control everything, literally. And look, he even admits it when he does realize he's in the wrong, when he does look at my evidence and goes, fuck, you're right. I call him out on it. I'm like, dude, you spent 30 minutes lying and just defending Kashmir. And he goes, oh, now I'm in trouble for apologizing. He just deflects and moves the conversation on to something else. Because he can't admit he was wrong, actually. He's not apologizing for being wrong. He's apologizing for being caught acting ignorant and stupid. Choosing to be retarded. And that's really what happened. You see, this is the type of person who'll sit there and make jokes about me to the person who tried to dox me. Yeah, on the spiral, they tried to ask me for my email so they can, and quote unquote, send me proof of their playtime. Like they couldn't take a screenshot of it, blacked out their fucking character or their account name, and posted it in a short video. No, instead they kept asking for an email. And then they said, oh, send me a spoof email. The thing is, though, email headers contain metadata on where you are and such information. Things that people can use to target and find you. They literally were trying to dox me, get information and phishing information out of me to dox me. And here's Crusader of Cucks being a stupid bitch, being all buddy-buddy with them. Because at the end of the day, he doesn't care about you. For fuck's sakes, your fans mostly are cry divers. And you literally threw them under the bus, calling them or implying they're retarded in your own thumbnail. You sat there and said, I'm a fence sitter. I got a post so far up my ass every time I sneeze, I shoot out fucking wood chips. But then you post nothing but cry diver content. You're nothing but a snake. A piece of shit who eventually one day is going to slip in your own shit and expose yourself. And I'm going to laugh when that day happens.